I'm not playing Death Watch.
All right. As you,
No matter whether it's Death Watch or not, it's always a nat one.
you're looking at the forms, and
Nat one.
this lady had no idea how to fill out one of these purchase requests. You're looking at everything, and Monskara looks at you. He says, "We have a system around here. I can't help it if she doesn't know how to deal with notaries, but I've sent two guys from the watch over there 2 times to get the paperwork from her, and she leaves things incomplete. She does things improperly, and she's setting things up to where she can throw a major fit to some guy in a bar like yourself. It's nothing on our part. It's nothing against you, but she's going to do this sort of thing. She hasn't impressed me yet with her ability to follow instructions. The paperwork, it speaks for itself. When you look at the parchments, they're about 15 pages, and everything is clear and concise, and over 3/4 of it is blank."
So she's either purposely leaving it empty or she has no idea what she's doing.
One of the two.
Can I look at the information she does have down and garner anything from it?
Families mainly from Brevoy. Lots of folks in the area are moving from that. So if you wanted to talk with them about the Niskas, you probably could do so. Keep in mind the Kingmaker games are less combat than most other games. At least right now.
So if I wanted to find someone who recently moved to the area from that area.
Yeah, they might have a good chance of knowing her family.
Alright, I'll start trying to find people, I guess. Starting with farmers, since that's what they say they are, and then
Right.
moving on to nobility more like, or at least, you know.
About a mile out of town, there's a farmstead, and it's fairly much folks from Brevoy. Let's see, think of a good last name.
Baravoy?
A Brevik last name, Celtic sounding.
O'Brien.
O'Brien's good. You find the O'Brien household, and you walk up there. Keep in mind that your adventuring robe's kind of dark. You have to keep your hood off your head when you approach the house. When you arrive, there's a big dog, probably about 80 pounds. He's not snarling, but he's standing on the porch, and it looks like you need to make nice to the dog before you go much further.
Handle animal.
Your bait? No.
Emily.
Create it.
Yeah.
I guess I could try charisma check.
Yeah.
20.
Not natural.
Not Nat, but still.
Christ, 16?
Awesome picture.
Okay. At the loaded die. The dog sniffs your hand, and then afterwards he licks it, wags his tail a little bit. You note that a woman is standing at an open door right behind it. Miss O'Brien. And she says, "And may I ask who's on my front porch?"
Hello, madam. I'm Thanos. I try and help keep the peace around here. We've had a little problem lately, and I was wondering if you could help.
Help keep the peace around here. I've never seen you out and about with the Kyros.
I'm a recent addition
That's 7 days.
to the protectorates of the town, I suppose.
So are you with Kyros' group, or are you with the lot that calls themselves rulers of this land?
Uh-oh. I think we might have found some problem people.
I've just never seen you in town before. I don't go in town much. I have met Monskara once, met Jihad, Keston, but I've never seen you around. So
I try to keep to myself a little bit. I'm mostly a scholar, a studier with my books.
who sent you over here?
Well, right now, I'm dealing with some land troubles. It appears that the Niska family is having problems getting their land.
She spits on the porch.
Not a good family?
Make a diplomacy check, because otherwise she's just gonna give you
18.
Okay. She says to you, "Listen, we're from Brevoy, and those are the type of people we immediately left that land for to come down here and start settling. Now, if it wouldn't get out, that family, within 6 weeks of us arriving down here, some of them pull up their roots and move within 5 miles of us. I don't like them. I don't like my kids hanging out with them. And if I could do anything possibly in the world to get rid of them, those people are not the type of folks you want to be paying taxes.
So you think they followed the rest of you down here?
I don't know what they did, but I know that back up there, they were always really hateful to their neighbors. I mean, my old man's always been good to the community. He's always been good. You know, he's helped raise, you know, our children. We've got 7 children, you know, between the ages of 12 and 19, and they've all been good folk. And 2 of them are married off now, but she's never, and her family has never sent a kind word our direction.
Do you know if others who were maybe friendly with them have moved down here also? If any information you give...
They do have a cadre that kind of hangs out together, right, now that you make mention of it. A few gals here and there. Most of them widowed or unwed.
Could I get any names or houses, perhaps?
Some of the girls just moved down past couple weeks here. There's a girl by name, I think her name's Alexandra. She's a roughly about 2 decade, a score old. No, she's blonde-haired gal, not very pretty. She's irritating, to say the least. And if you ever have to talk to her, send a woman in your steed. She just hates men.
I see. All right. None others though.
Not off the top of my head, I can't give you names, but I know that she runs around with about 4 to a dozen women. None of them worth a lick. They're not going to be the type of people that you want to have settle in this area. If you're actually with Mons Car and band, yeah, you don't want them around here.
All right. Well, we will definitely look into this, and if there's any water to what you say, if these are dangerous people, then you can be assured they won't be around here for long.
I've got a note that my necromancer is role playing really fucking good. Okay. I appreciate your name about you traveling up here, Thanos. Most time, whenever you have folk move into an area, you don't see the people that kind of hang out with the movers and shakers, kind of see how us little folk are doing. This does mean quite a bit. And the fact that you're the dog, if he didn't like you, you wouldn't be having a conversation with me.
Well,
You'd be run off the lot.
thank you. I work with people a lot in my business, so.
Mostly they're dead.
Well, we also try to help the families to move on.
It's like there's no popping off gold.
The dog gives you a friendly paw, and you shake hands with him, and he's, you know, she talks to you for about 3 more minutes, and then she gets called inside. Looks like her daughter is working on some sort of sewing project or knitting of some sort, and she goes back. What?
About how old is her daughter?
Her daughter's about 14,
Okay.
at that age where you shouldn't be playing with. Okay.
Well, in our standard, I don't know what the fantasy world standard is.
I try to keep.
Life expectancy wasn't what it was there.
I don't know. 18's still legal in this
Okay,
world.
okay.
When I'm
All right,
running
then
those,
I'll head
18.
back to town and try and talk to Monscar about this.
Okay. You head back to town. It's about lunchtime. I need to split to the other parts of the party. You haven't talked too much. Will!
Why me again?
Hi. Patricia has made you some eggs and steak, and she's doing everything she can to be polite to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to you guys in Monscar.
Thank you.
You know, last night I felt really good after everything all happened. We had that drinking contest, and I got even tipped 50 gold from one of your friends. And I want to know exactly, what is your status? I've never seen you with the lady folk.
Do it. You do it.
Oh no, he already did it.
Sorry, I'm kidding. No.
Available and clam. That's all I got to say.
It was like Pac-Man.
You know why women like to play Pac-Man, don't you? For a quarter, they get eaten 3 times.
Oh, wow.
We'll have to get back to Will.
Well, he's gone.
Metra.
Wait, hold on. We need to